Here's a look at our lineup for the next few hours on Central. Comedy and music with Coach and America's Top 10 later. The next, after the headlines, our movie, The Double Man.
It's Dead Letter Day for Boon, Monday on Central.
They're all signed from Ronnie. You, any idea who Ronnie is?
My husband.
Well, what's the problem?
Ronnie's dead, Mr. Boon. What do you think?
Ronnie Lake died on that plane. There's no doubt about it.
Well, without a body, I mean, there's no proof of death.
Nobody. I've heard from Ronnie.
You sure?
Yeah.
Ronnie wants to meet me. Tonight.
What?
Boon, Monday at 9.
The Eurythmics, We Two Are One. Available now on album, cassette and CD.
Something's coming. I can feel it, and it's coming right around the corner at me.
Oh, sorry, old boy. Just digging a hole for me Holsten.
Interesting idea. How many are you taking out?
250 of the blighters.
250?
Yeah.
Anything I can do to help you out in the tunnel, just let me know.
What? Who's mud in your eye?
A Holsten Pils production.
Got any lemonade? He wants. Milk? Ugh. It's what Ian Rush drinks. Ian Rush? Yeah, and he said if I didn't drink lots of milk, when I grow up, I'm going to be good enough to play for Accrington Stanley. Accrington Stanley? Who are they? Exactly. Nah, get off. Give me some. Get off.
Remember, completed applications for the water share offers must be received by 10 a.m. on the 6th of December. So if you want to apply, hop to it.
Celebrated author Frederick Forsyth presents a series of exciting spy thrillers.
We have information. One of their missiles is earmarked to take out the mercenaries.
What information? Your friend in Hamburg, Kleist, told me everything.
Well, back next, usual, tell me. Stop this, and I'm burning you. That's what we call blackmail.
A dynamic multi-million-pound film series begins with Casualty of War next Saturday at 8:05 on Central.
You're with Central this Saturday night, and the headlines now from ITN.
Czechoslovakia's new communist ruler, Karel Urbanek, has gone on national television to admit that his party had become isolated from the people and from the truth. But he offered talks with the opposition. The ruling Politburo, now with many new faces, felt sure it had the political situation under control, but it hadn't. There was growing public pressure for reform, which intensified when 500,000 protesters jammed the streets of Prague.
A week ago, this sea of people had no say in how their country was run. Today, up to 500,000 so-called dissidents were roaring disapproval at changes in their ruling Politburo. Alexander Dubček touched the raw nerve. Was the Communist Party upheaval a maneuver or trick? True, the Politburo hardliners had shuffled themselves, but nowhere near the demands of Czechoslovakia's pro-democracy rallies. Don't let go, they're being told. Push harder. The opposition, though, must succeed in translating this people power into real political gains.
Richard Branson's mission to cross the Pacific by balloon had to be abandoned just before takeoff because the balloon disintegrated. The balloon was bigger than Nelson's column. It took 4 hours to inflate at its takeoff point in Japan. But then disaster struck as the balloon's skin peeled away and fell onto the burners. 2 years planning was aborted and the record attempt postponed. So what caused it?
This balloon froze to the ground sheet, and the balloon was decided to take it out of this box instantly inflated, and it froze to the ground sheet, so when it inflated, it peeled off.
The forced repatriation of Vietnamese boat people from Hong Kong is to begin before Christmas, despite pleas from President Bush for Mrs. Thatcher to reconsider the policy. Tens of thousands of boat people are now languishing in Hong Kong's refugee camps, awaiting permission to stay in the West. Refugees, judged by the United Nations to be political, will be allowed to stay, but economic migrants will be sent back. Yesterday, riot police went in to break up violent clashes between opposing factions in one of the camps. And that's it from ITN for the time being.
Now on Central, our movie starring Yul Brynner, with Britt Eklund co-starring in the spy thriller The Double Man.
There's something enlightened about a man who uses a Braun shaver. He can see what makes Braun the world's best-selling foil shaver. Like the System 123, with the latest rechargeable technology and 3-position switch, with its platinum-plated foil for unbeatable closeness, even in those difficult-to-reach places. Giving you a totally refreshed side effect. Braun shavers feel the difference.
No other shampoo works quite like Once.
Thank you. Because in Once, you don't just have a shampoo, you also have a water softener.
Mix them together, and you have a combination that allows you to wash your hair
as often as you like. And still have glossy, manageable hair. There. How do I look?
What it can buy, and I ain't got time to sit down and wonder what makes a bird fly, and I don't have the time to think about what makes a flower grow. When it comes to thinking about anything but my baby, I just don't want to know. Thinking about my baby, oh yeah. I ain't got time for nothing else.
Yeah?
Excuse me? Oh, I'd love a Babycham.
Have you made the boat fast? You ought to paint the mast. You can say without any reply. But what about the Bran Flakes? Real Kellogg's Bran Flakes is what they all reply. They're tasty, tasty, very, very tasty. They're very tasty. Have you scrubbed the fore deck? Did you get a weather check? A barracuda's biting your bow. But what about the Bran Flakes? Real Kellogg's Bran Flakes is what they all reply. They're tasty, tasty, very, very tasty. They're very tasty. Kellogg's Bran Flakes. They're very tasty.
I'm going to get changed. The coffee's right there.
Gold blend. I'm impressed. I'll get it, shall I? Hello. Good evening. Do you want the lady of the house? Well, she's getting changed. Could I offer you a coffee?
Golden roasted, richer, smoother, Nescafé Gold Blend.
Who was at the door?
We said he was a neighbor. I told him you were in the bedroom.
And did you tell him who you are?
He didn't ask. Great coffee.
New from Ribena and coming your way. 2 delicious juice drinks made with the juice of real fruit. There's strawberry and orange and apricot. All ready to drink, with no artificial additives and packed with vitamin C. So grab all you can, because everyone in the whole world will be falling over themselves to get them.
Real fruit juice drinks from Ribena, full of real fruit goodness.
Hello? No, this is 4724. That's quite all right.
Charts and videos galore with Casey Kasem and America's Top 10 in half an hour. Next, though, after the latest headlines, comedy on Central with The Coach.
The superb dessert creation that is Vienneta will reach absolute perfection if you let it stand for exactly 10 minutes. But the point is, can anyone actually wait that long? Pure white ice cream, irresistibly crisp, dark layers. Vienneta from Wolves. Could you wait 10 minutes? Could anyone?
Something's coming. I can feel it, and it's coming right around the corner at me.
Oh, sorry, old boy, just digging a hole for me Holsten.
Interesting idea. How many are you taking out?
250 of the blighted.
250?
Yeah.
Anything I can do to help you out in the tunnel, just let me know.
What? Who's mud in your eye?
A Holsten Pils production.
This is the day, the waiting is over. The whole of the crew must now work as a team. No turning back, you're in this together.
There's all the goodness of milk, glucose, malt, and thick, thick chocolate in a Mars.
A must today helps you work, rest, and play.
The human condition is not always a happy one, as we can see by the condition of this particular human. Overeating, overdrinking, yes, it's all coming back now. Thankfully, help is at hand. Resolve, with paracetamol for headache, antacid for upset stomach, glucose, and vitamin C, so at least you know you're going to live. Resolve, the all-in-one remedy for the morning after.
For today's breakfast special, we have our very own diet muesli with a light maple sauce and passion fruit and yogurt decorated with wild whippleberries and cherries.
Kellogg's cornflakes, please.
Kellogg's cornflakes?
Kellogg's cornflakes?
Just Kellogg's cornflakes?
Please.
Weird.
Weird.
Kellogg's cornflakes, delicious golden flakes of corn drenched in ice-cold milk.
You know, I kind of forgotten how these taste.
They're good.
They're real good. They're gone. They're gone? They're gone?
Gone. So I brought you the special?
Kellogg's cornflakes. Have you forgotten how good they taste?
Imagine a screwdriver with power, so it does the work, not you. The Powerdriver can do 100 screws on a single charge. Black & Decker, tough tools for tough jobs.
A delicious hot chocolate drink. Hot Choc from Horlicks.
Windjack Frost makes your toes turn blue. We've got just the thing for you. Calor powered heaters, all brand new.
When you want to get gas, get Calor.
You're watching Business Breaks, your guide to what's new in business in and around the Central region. Business Breaks from Central Television and the Prince's Youth Business Trust. All over the Midlands, Howell Securities can help make your home or business secure. Howell Securities can provide mobile patrols, foot patrols, static guards, all types of security for all types of property. For more details, call Howell Securities on Tamworth 52005. The exotic spices of the East, blended with the finest ingredients, make Rowley Village Tandoori an experience to remember. Rowley Village Tandoori for traditional Indian dishes to suit the most discerning palate. There's a takeaway service too. Call Rowley Village Tandoori on Birmingham 561-4463. Business Breaks are brought to you by Central Television in association with the Prince's Youth Business Trust. If you're starting a business, find out more about Business Breaks. Talk to your business advisor or write to Business Breaks, P.O. Box 96, Birmingham B1 2JL.
Late night Sundays, Central has a real box of goodies for you. The film lives of the famous and infamous.
Honey, you are in the blonde line.
Gosh.
Stars who escape to greatness or notoriety. Don't miss their life on your screen. It's great entertainment, and no getting away from it.
We discover who put the wild in West on Sunday night at midnight. The last ride of the Dalton Gang is our Their Life on Your Screen movie. Join us for that.
Czechoslovakia's new communist ruler Karel Urbanek has admitted that his party had become isolated from the people, but he offered talks with the opposition. The ruling Politburo, now with many new faces, felt sure it had the political situation under control, but it hadn't. There was growing public pressure for reform, which intensified when 500,000 protesters jammed the streets of Prague.
A week ago, this sea of people had no say in how their country was run. Today, up to 500,000 so-called dissidents were roaring disapproval at changes in their ruling Politburo. Alexander Dubček touched the raw nerve. Was the Communist Party upheaval a maneuver or trick? True, the Politburo hardliners had shuffled themselves, but nowhere near the demands of Czechoslovakia's pro-democracy rallies. Don't let go, they're being told. Push harder. The opposition, though, must succeed in translating this people power into real political gains.
Richard Branson's mission to cross the Pacific by balloon had to be abandoned just before takeoff. The balloon was taller than Nelson's column. It took 4 hours to inflate at its takeoff point in Japan. But then disaster struck as the balloon's skin peeled away and fell onto the burners. 2 years planning was aborted and the record attempt postponed. Spanish police believe they've broken up a Hezbollah terrorist gang plotting to bomb American targets in Europe. 8 men were arrested in Madrid and Valencia, where explosives were found in a shipment of jam from Lebanon. The police say it could be Semtex. £200 has so far been found, with only a fraction of the cargo checked. A woman scientist has been chosen as one of 2 people who'll compete to be the first Briton in space. The other is the current British freefall parachute champion. Helen Sharman, who's 26, was among 13,000 hopefuls who originally applied for the Anglo-Soviet Juno mission, due to lift off in 1991. She's up against Major Timothy Mace, a helicopter instructor. And we'll be back with the morning news just before 5:15.
Comedy now on Central in the company of Coach.